friends, Mark Holmes here with my son,
Michael Anthony Fitness.
and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Joe Blue Sports Report. Because of that, you guys, this literally does not work. Well, Mike, today's the day. What do you think's going to happen with Dez?
Reality is going to set in. He's going to get cut. But the reality is going to get cut.
Well, I have a feeling that that's the way it's going to go, but we'll have to wait and see. I see DMV Dallas Cowboys is texting me right now about some comments and stuff, and what he's thinking about. He said he slept on it last night and just thinking about why would they cut him, but I don't know.
At this point, it's more than the money.
Well, see, here's the problem. It's
more than this.
no, the NFL is. The NFL, of course, is the 800-pound gorilla. They are the king of all sports and stuff. But the way they have the system set up, unfortunately, it screws the veteran players. See, here's the problem. You know, you're drafted as a rookie, Dak Prescott. Whether you love Dak or hate Dak, Dak is getting screwed. He's getting $600,000 a year as an NFL quarterback, taking the abuse, the spotlight, and everything else. $600,000.
Thanks, Sam Bradford, for that.
Sam Bradford just signed a $20 million. He's going to get $20 million.
Yeah, but how much did he make as a rookie?
No. I forget that. I'm just saying, here's where the system sucks. Sam Bradford will end up making more money in one game than Dak Prescott will make all season. And he'll probably only play in one game because he always gets hurt. Think about that for a second here. Sam Bradford will make more money in one game than Dak Prescott. Actually, Dak Prescott will have made almost in his career. Think about that. The 2 years he's played, that comes out to, $1.2 million. That's what Sam Bradford's going to get paid for one game. You're locked into that because you're a rookie. But here's the thing that sucks. You can't renegotiate or get another contract and become a free agent until 5 years, right? Well, guess what? The average career in the NFL is about 3 years. Think about that. The average life expectancy in the NFL is about 3 years. So you'll never get out of that rookie contract. And if you're a 6th, 7th round draft pick, you're not making that much money. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's a lot of money compared to what I'm making.
That's apples and oranges.
But here's the thing.
Apples and oranges.
If the only thing you've ever been able to do is football, and that's the only thing you've trained for, and you don't have another career afterwards, that's the money you're making for the rest of your life. What are you going to do after football? I will have made more money in my career as a general contractor and construction worker than a lot of the average football players will in theirs. Can you believe that?
Unless you're Mario Davis.
And here's the problem. So after that 5 years, most players are about, say, 21, 22 years old. When they get into the NFL, you get that big contract after 5 years. So you're 26, 27, 28 years old. But at 28, that's when you're at your peak. That's when you start going downhill. So you get that contract. You're getting big money for basically what you've done the prior time. But now you're going downhill. That's why you always see Megatron, he got his big contract when he was at the pinnacle, but his numbers went down. Larry Fitzgerald, although he reinvented himself to be still a very productive receiver, he got that $125 million contract, but the numbers went down. That's why you see big name free agent signings. This is the killer. They generally have a 2-year shelf life because they're getting paid big bucks to get lured in. But that production is going down and it's not warranted for the money that they're paying. So, Sue, a couple years in Dallas, boom, he's got to go. Just too much money. Albert Hainsworth, although he was a bust, 2 years in Washington, boom, he was gone. Nnamdi Asomugha, in Philadelphia, 2 years, boom. But you can go down the list and verbatim, generally speaking, almost all free agents are gone within 2 years because it's the natural curve of your production going downhill. Everybody loves Dez Bryant, but if you believe that Dez Bryant is going to get back to where he was 4 years ago, the statistics don't bear that out.
No, that's right.
And if you're looking at a guy who gets injured, you can't all of a sudden think that it's going to stop. Your body does not get better with age. Those hits add up. You only have X number of hits that are in there. And when you start getting nagging injuries, I wake up every morning, my knees aching, my back's hurt. It's not getting better now I'm getting older, it's getting harder. So that's where you're fighting against Father Time, and Father Time is undefeated. And unfortunately, when players get paid is when the peak is and they start going downhill. There's so many people that are so passionate that you got to keep Dez Bryant. He's the heart and soul of this team. You know, he's electrifying. He's everything. I won't be a fan. But guys, I can say the same thing about Roger Staubach. Roger Staubach was everything, but Father Time caught up with him. So the only way you can win in football is through the draft and being young. You have to keep recycling these players. It's not like when I grew up. When I grew up, you knew they drafted a guy, he was going to retire a Dallas Cowboy. Those days are long gone. You can't stockpile talent and use situational. You got to be young. You got to have a lot of guys that are affordable, that are good. And that's why we don't make it at the end of the season. By the end of the season, our top-notch guys are worn out and we don't have quality people behind them. And December fails in the playoffs. We're just worn out. You lose a player or two, our team is totally different. What do you think?
I agree.
Yeah. Well, what we're going to do, thank everybody for last night coming in while we did our live stream, literally for 2+ hours with 2 cameras going on, just to see how our box worked. We're actually going to try it today with the laptop coming back from work with web cameras to see how much data we actually use on that. So we'll need a few more guinea pigs, if you guys don't mind, to help us get this thing squared away. But as always, guys, I want to thank you guys for being part of the Joe B Sports Report, man. You guys really make my day being able to talk to you. Be sure to tune in tonight for our live stream. We're going to have a lot to talk about with the Dez Bryant situation. We may definitely go into overtime to see if Law Nation and Vosh and the other guys are available. I'm Mark Holmes. You got anything to add, Mike? Nope. We'll see you soon because we're on our way to our day job.